can't believe J. Leslie Arlington is dead.
He was so rich.
I really thought the old bat would outlive us all.
Found dead right before his own birthday party.
How come they let those other guests go home?
Did they ask you to stay? They asked me to stay.
It's not fair.
It's preposterous.
What is the meaning of this?
Have you ever walked into a spider web? In an old house like this, you can walk straight into a vast, intricate web without even realizing it. Until it's too late. But what happens when the prey turns on the predator? Who is going to get eaten alive? Maybe it's you. Because this web is a web of your own secrets and lies. I'm Casey Neptune, and I'm going to untangle this spider web, strand by strand, because that's what I do.
Sorry, what do you do?
She's a spider exterminator, I think.
The spider problem around the old mansion has been pretty bad.
But the owner of the place has just died. This is completely inappropriate.
It's appropriate if he died from being murdered, because I am an exterminator of crime. Casey Neptune, private eye.
Are you saying J. Leslie was murdered?
Oh, sorry, should have led with that. J. Leslie Arlington was found dead in his study moments before his 75th birthday party was to begin. You all are suspects, and I'm an extremely famous detective.
Murder?
What? Anybody?
We'll see about that. I've just made a name for myself solving the case of the jade binoculars.
I don't know what that is.
I don't want to go to jail.
I have never killed anybody.
I, Detective Casey Neptune, will be the judge of that. Let's return to the beginning. I was first called in when Mr. Arlington was found dead in his study moments before his birthday party was to begin. I was led in by Warwick, Mr. Arlington's trusty butler.
Whoa, wait a minute here. How do we know she's trusty? Why isn't she a suspect?
Yeah. Haven't you ever heard of the butler did it?
I always thought it was suspicious that Warwick was a female butler.
Warwick has an alibi for the time in question.
I would refer you to the nearby karaoke establishment, where several admirers recorded my rather saucy performance of Girls Just Want to Have Fun that evening.
Okay, I guess.
Do you wish to see the video? We could all watch it together.
No, thank you, Warwick. That won't be necessary.
I have backing tracks in the car. I could sing again now, for proof.
Leave him wanting more, Warwick.
The point, however, is that Warwick has provided an airtight alibi for the time of the murder. According to the police files, everybody who was invited to the party or working in the house has provided an alibi, except for the people in this room. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say about where they were earlier today? Any alibis? No? Well, it's all for the best. I'd be a little disappointed if someone just confessed right off the bat. Warwick, my files. Let's see who we have here. Thank you. Clyde Bartlett, the elusive groundskeeper.
I'm not elusive. I'm a regular groundskeeper.
And yet you say it so elusively.
No, I didn't. I am extremely humble and normal, and that's definitely my real identity.
That's the stuff. Love it, Clyde. You're my favorite.
No, I'm not. I have nothing to say, and no secrets, and no alibi.
Clyde, you're the best. But just to be fair, let's keep going. Sparky Randall, Mr. Arlington's lawyer and keeper of his corporation's secrets. I bet there are some fun skeletons hidden in that closet that a lawyer might know about.
Look, that's nice and all, but speaking of lawyers, I want one.
See, the fun thing about that is you're not technically arrested, so I don't technically have to let you.
Fantastic! Then I'm just gonna go ahead and, leave. So nice to meet you all.
And if you were to do that, what headlines would you plant about yourself in the headlines tomorrow?
Probably something along the lines of, shady lawyer refuses to cooperate with the investigation, looks really guilty.
Yep, unless, of course, you have an alibi.
At this time, I'm gonna retain my right not to give you one.
That's what I thought. Frank, you're the head chef at the Arlington Mansion.
It's pronounced Frank.
It says here you're from New Jersey, but okay, Frank. And you were here all day preparing food for the party, were you not?
I were not. I mean, I was not. You twist my words.
Then let me ask as plainly as I can. Do you have an alibi?
Not one that I am comfortable sharing at this time.
It seems you don't need any help with the word twisting, my friend. Professor Vivian Strict, prominent critic of Arlington and his popular reality TV series.
I never wanted him dead. My whole career is writing about how terrible he is. Now what will I do for material?
Why were you even invited to this party in the first place?
I'm covering it as a reporter for the Intellectual Review, so all of our readers can make fun of the witch weirdos in the comments.
Hey,
And yet you can't tell us where you were earlier today?
Not exactly.
I give this whole story 2 stars at most.
I have something to say. I am Edmund Ridinghorn III, also an eccentric billionaire, and greatest nemesis to J. Leslie Arlington. I honestly can't tell you how many times I've wished him dead.
Yet he invited you to his birthday party?
Well, you know what they say. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I am overjoyed, honestly.
Ooh, we'll come back to that.
Well, it all started when...
All in good time.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. No one out of this entire rogues gallery is willing to give me your alibi? Nobody at all? Well, let's go back around again, shall we?
Might I venture a suggestion, Detective? Perhaps we could question each of Mr. Arlington's guests in private. They may be happier to tell the truth if they may do so discreetly.
Good idea, Warwick.
Thank you very much, Detective. Discretion is the key to butlery.
Did you learn that doing your discreet karaoke?
Well, I must let loose sometime, must I not?
Warwick, please show these people somewhere where they can sit and look at each other suspiciously as tension rises.
It would be my pleasure.
Let's see, who should we start with?
Perhaps we could begin with Clyde. I know him from work together at the mansion.
Yes, bring him in. The elusive Clyde Bartlett. Or should I say Victor the Goose Trimbleton? Or should I say Quick Fingers Rockefeller? Or should I say Bob... Oh, that one doesn't have a last name?
Yeah, I kind of ran out of steam on aliases after a while.
You have a secret identity? How could you? We were friendly work acquaintances.
I'm sorry, Warwick. I never meant to hurt you.
All those times I asked you about your weekend and you said, fine. You could have been telling me your fascinating secrets.
Trying to seem extra boring so you wouldn't notice I'm one of the most wanted professional thieves in the world.
We could have had small talk, and you threw that all away. You disgust me.
Well, I, Detective Casey Neptune, just use psychology to force you to confess that you're a thief.
No. It feels good to get it off my chest, actually.
Don't worry, you're the best in your business, and I'm the best in mine.
But pardon me, why would he kill J. Leslie Arlington?
I didn't. I work clean. A lot of hand sanitizer and no murders. That's my motto.
So, do you have an alibi for today?
I would really rather not say.
Well, you better, unless you want your sterling criminal reputation tarnished by murder.
Jeez. Okay. Maybe murder would be better for my reputation than this, but I'll tell you how it all started.
You're late.
I barely sound. How did you?
The wind.
The what?
I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. My ears have become accustomed to the sounds of the southwesterly breeze through the trees behind me. Your presence disrupted the sound of the wind through the trees.
You could really hear all that.
Yes, and also, you have a box of M&Ms in your back pocket. I could hear them rattling a mile away.
Aha, so you're not so smart. They're not M&Ms. They're Reese's Pieces. Well, who's the smart one now?
It's time to go.
Did you bring everything?
Of course.
Rope,
Yes.
night vision goggles,
Yes.
wire cutters.
I got it. I got it all. It's all there. It's always all there. Because I am a professional. Because I am always prepared. Because I am never late. And when you're stealing from one of the richest men in the world, you have to be perfect.
Okay. I get it. And I appreciate it.
Good. So can we go?
Yes, and to be clear, we are not late.
We said we would meet at exactly...
I know what we said! But last night, I figured out a way to reroute the security system from the main house to the guest quarters. The system will still be operational, but for the wrong building, which saves us the 20 minutes it would have taken me to disable the security system completely. So actually, we are right on time.
Wow, you really are a genius.
Thank you. I'll have my candy now.
You just ate candy.
Oh, don't start! You know my brilliance comes with a price. I cannot get through one of the toughest jobs we have ever done without my precious sweets coursing through my veins. The remnants of some breakfast Reese's will not pull me through one of the most complicated jobs we have ever pulled off.
Fine. Here.
What are these?
Your precious sweets.
You're joking, right?
Just eat your candy and let's go.
They're good and plenties.
So?
Good and plenties are not precious sweets. They're the devil's delights, the candy of darkness, the jellies of the joyless.
What are you talking about?
If Hitler needed a sugar kick, he would eat good and plenties. People who talk in movie theaters. People who try sneaking more items in at the express checkout. People who take their shoes off on airplanes. People who hit reply all. People who don't wipe down equipment at the gym. People who text while walking. People who take selfies on crowded sidewalks. People who cut in line. They all have one thing in common. They like good and plenties.
It's all they had.
What do you mean, it's all they had? What kind of terrible store would only have good and plenties?
It was just the store, and I think it was going out of business because it was sort of picked over, and it was either these or Werther's Originals.
You had the choice between the worst candy in the world and creamy, delicious Werther's Originals. You chose these?
You're being ridiculous. And P.S., you have definitely talked in a movie theater before.
Only during the trailers. It's acceptable to talk during the trailers. Also, you like my witty comments.
Eat the candy or don't. I don't care. We have a job to do.
I have to find a store.
We don't have time for that.
You're right. Do you have anything else, breath mints?
Nope, you're just gonna have to suck it up.
But I can't. We'll just have to do it another night.
You know that's not possible. Everything is planned for tonight. They're gonna move the jewels to his vault any day now. It's now or never.
So what are we gonna do?
Look.
You don't mean...
I'll distract the father, you take the candy.
But he's already eating it.
So, still candy, isn't it?
how I feel about taking candy from a baby.
It's this or nothing.
What if the kid cries?
Give him something to distract him.
Like what?
Like anything. Everything is new to a kid that age. Give him a shiny coin, a buck, a button. It doesn't matter.
Should we do it? Fine, let's do it.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It's your idea.
It's your stupid candy addiction.
Don't question my methods. I did not become one of the world's greatest thieves by not eating candy.
Nope, you became one of the world's greatest thieves because of me.
Go, I'll sneak up from behind.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you could help me out. I'm not from around here. I'm visiting my great aunt Gladys, and her apartment's a bit dank, so I decided to come out for a stroll to get some fresh air, and I found myself quite hungry. But you see, I do have a few dietary restrictions to consider, like gluten, no gluten, or tomatoes. I can't have those, or I break out in hives, and shellfish, no shellfish, or even shellless fish. Basically nothing from the sea, except for seaweed and sushi. I tried some vegetarian sushi one time, and I did not like it. And dairy, no dairy, and no sugar, because sugar's like eating death. And no high fructose or even low fructose corn syrup. And as far as meat goes, I do very much enjoy meat, but it has to be meat raised responsibly within 25 miles of here. And so if you have any recommendations, I would very much appreciate it.
Give me the sweet, precious candy!
Recommendation.
I need it, or else I won't be able to
steal back to my Aunt Gladys's. What does it matter? You're not paying any attention anyway.
Don't go too far. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
It's quite all right.
I was so focused on my phone, I didn't see you there. I'm finishing up a research paper on the negative effects of candy in our society. My wife, when she was still alive, began this groundbreaking work with me. Sometimes I get a little too focused on finishing her legacy.
It's quite all right.
I'm here with my son. We are going to get something to eat. Would you like to join us?
I would love to.
Come on, Cornelius. Oh, don't worry. It's not actually candy. It's a specially formulated nutritional supplement I have developed. I just sold the recipe for millions, so I am rich. Shall we?
Wait, Ani, where are you going? Wait for me, kid. Hey, those are
Mine!
So you see, I couldn't have committed the murder.
Because you were busy attempting theft of a confection from a minor.
It's the attempted part that's really embarrassing. Please don't tell anyone I was bested by a child.
The youth did seem to wipe the floor with you, sir.
Your candy situation is out of control, Clyde. First you hit rock bottom, then you got a jackhammer and kept going. But the fact remains, you couldn't have killed J. Leslie Arlington.
So, how about this, detective? You don't tell anyone about what I told you about my situation, and I'll give you some information about what Will Arlington was up to leading up to the last days of his life.
I'll bite. I'm a loose cannon who doesn't play by the rules.
I also agree, since you clearly need Jesus.
So, the day before the party, Arlington told me he was onto my false identity. He knows the criminal underworld backwards and forwards. He must have thought I was casing the joint. I was ready to make a run for it, but then he invited me to the Arlington Crime Syndicate, or as he called it, the family.
Wait. Back up. There's an Arlington crime family?
And I wasn't invited?
Well, he was starting one up, starting on his birthday party tonight. I thought it was just shady billionaire crimes with hedge funds and lobbyists. But I guess he was looking to branch out, and he was recruiting.
And what did you say?
I said I'll think about it. So look, detective, now you have it all.
Really? We could have been having so much better small talk.
How about this, Warwick? Next week, if I'm not in jail, I'll buy you lunch.
It's a deal.
Thank you, Clyde. This has been very illuminating.
This is Sparky Randall, Esquire.
Actually, I'm afraid I had to drop the Esquire ever since I got disbarred in Chicago.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
It's not your fault. Apparently buying jacuzzis for the judges is not allowed now. Oh, and get this. You're supposed to attend law school? What a world.
I bet you had to buy a lot of jacuzzis to keep J. Leslie Arlington out of court.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the fifth on that one. That phrase, do you ever wonder where it came from? What it means? Like the fifth of what?
Amendment, I believe. The Fifth Amendment?
Oh, I don't think I know her.
The right to remain silent? As a lawyer, shouldn't you know that?
I guess on the flip side, as a detective, shouldn't you have figured out which one of us is the big murderer already?
Don't listen to her, detective. I think you're doing a great job.
I know I'm doing a great job. All I need is for the snake oil salesman to stop talking and give me her alibi.
Now, detective, you're a reasonable person, and I'm a reasonable person.
I'm reasonable too.
Warwick's reasonable. We're all reasonable. And as a couple of reasonable people, I am sure we can all come to a very reasonable agreement.
And what are we all agreeing about so reasonably?
The amount of money that can make this all go away.
I didn't become Detective Casey Neptune by putting a price on justice.
That's okay. Who doesn't make mistakes? Now, is there a Swiss bank account you'd like to use, or...
No, you're the one who made the mistake here, Randall. The only thing I want from you is your alibi.
You really won't accept money? Traveler's checks? I know a guy who gets good tickets to the hockey games.
You must really have something to hide.
It's just not a story that looks fantastic for me, based on the circumstances, and when you really think about it, detective...
Start talking, Sparky. Unless you want to hire a lawyer of your own for a murder trial.
Okay, but keep in mind that as the jury, you've got to remain impartial. What is it that we do here at Arco, Sam?
Well, there's a lot of papers and...
We control information. And in order to control information, you must know information. See, I asked you to remember one piece of information, Sam. And what would that be?
Information?
Almond milk, Sam. Almond milk. It is the same order every day. There is no day when I am not lactose intolerant, and there will never be a day when I am tolerant of lactose.
Well, normally I don't have to remember things like that.
You're gonna start.
Well, normally I don't have to because I'm...
Look, I don't need to know who you are. You need to know who I am, kid. I am J. Leslie Arlington's strong right hand, and I'm gonna be the heir to his power. I've got a lot of messes to clean up today, and I need my coffee.
Should I get some for the people in the lobby too?
They're already here. Go. Bring them in here. Go and get me some coffee, please. My friends, what a delight, what a treat, what a dream to have the two of you here today. Sparky Randall, at your service.
You're no friend of mine, and that hand is bloody.
Oh, and how do you figure that?
The blood of the badgers, it's on your hands.
Okay.
I'm Mickey Elliott of the Free Badger Coalition, and you, friend, and this whole evil company are murderers of badgers.
I, however, will shake your hand because I'm the one who actually has an appointment here today. I also believe in reaching out to people, reaching across the aisle. I'm also running for governor.
So, you're not with her?
No. This very passionate young person seems to have run my meeting on her own accord. I am Geraldine Jones of Badger.
Badger? Just the one?
It stands for Big American Dreams, Garner, and the Eventual Resolution.
You suits in your acronyms, sitting in your ivory towers when the world's on fire and the badgers are being poisoned.
I was working my way up to that.
Well, this must be a big misunderstanding, as of course, our co would never poison badgers.
There is where I may need to gently push back. Our recent survey yields over 200 deceased badgers all around the lake.
Sounds like coyotes to me, or cougars, or teenagers or something.
Perhaps, but then of course we have 17 badgers in deep comas. 8 with deep-seated psychological problems. And then we have 5 badgers with an extra eye.
Whoa, yikes.
Now, I'm only a simple citizen. I may not be a scientist, but I know how many eyes a badger is supposed to have.
Fewer than 3. Some may have 1, but they should definitely have fewer than 3.
The experts we consulted all agree it's got to be a chemical getting dumped in the lake. And a lot of it.
So, let's just say, in theory, that were the case. Now, I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that if it were, you two wouldn't be able to prove that it was Arco.
You do have a headquarters right here.
Circumstantial.
How about a record of your guys actually doing it? That's right, Captain Acronyms. I can have folders too. This here is a photo I took from the bushes on March 16th. See the guys in Arco shirts unloading that mysterious liquid?
They could be there for any reason, really. Maybe we were just making sure there was enough geese.
And here's a recording I made from the bushes.
That should be about it.
Man, wouldn't it look bad if someone saw us? I mean, this is literally toxic waste.
I don't want these containers in my car, Craig. Just throw them with those bushes.
Ow! Did that bush just say ow? This poison is making me hallucinate. Let's get out of here.
The evidence landed right in my lap. Well, it hit me in the head and landed in my lap afterwards.
So, I see how this can all seem very incriminating, out of context, and
Yo, here's the coffee you wanted. It's kind of cold now, though.
not now, Sam! For the love of Pete, I am dealing with a situation here. A situation with these two lovely but confused people, which I am sure we can handle in a moment. Why don't I take this and have someone look into it? Meanwhile, Sam, why don't you get some orders from our dear friends here?
I don't want your blood coffee.
We don't have any blood coffee. It's just regular.
In that case, I'll take some with milk.
Do you have tea?
Yeah, but it's in the closet. That's kind of far away. And I don't want to walk all the way over there just to get it.
In that case, I'll take coffee with milk to support the dairy farmers of this great nation.
Okay.
Let's go, Sam.
Now, I normally don't condone impersonating foliage, but this is a very strong case.
Thanks, Gov. Normally I'd say your reports are a bunch of pointless legalese, but these are pretty useful, honestly.
Why, I appreciate your gumption. You know, as a young rascallion, sometimes I hide in bushes too.
Listen to me, Sam.
Oh, I don't want to.
This little problem of ours is going to be swept under the rug with a tiny flick of my broom. We're going to put the hippie in a coma with the badger poison and blame the West Wing wannabe for the crime. This story will totally utter eclipse the story of that badger poison we dumped in the lake, and I will have proven my loyalty to J. Leslie Arlington and attained ultimate powers I've always dreamed.
Sorry, I stopped listening halfway through. Can you start over? Who's in a coma?
My mastermind monologues are completely wasted on you. Here, use this Sharpie to mark these cups so there is zero possibility of screw-ups, okay? This is the cup with the badger poison. This cup is the cup with the regular milk. Oh, and this cup, this is the cup with the almond milk. What are you doing?
Drawing a badger.
You clown! You can't mark the one with the badger on it, with the badger poison on it. They all have to look the same.
Don't worry, I can draw 2 badgers.
That's gonna look weird.
Fine, all the cups will have badgers on them.
Is that what you think a badger looks like?
And before we knew it, we were eating quesadillas with Kurt Cobain.
That is the coolest story I have ever heard.
I suppose my youth was a bit wild. Where do you think Sparky Randall and that little underling went?
They are probably planning how to assassinate us.
Mickey, let's not villainize those whom we hope to reach an understanding.
How can someone who ate quesadillas with Kurt Cobain have lost touch with the world so much? You saw all the evidence. These guys are fully evil.
You must admit, though, we do want something from them.
Yeah, but I think it's fine to know who you're dealing with.
I think you've got to consider what Ronald Reagan once said.
I absolutely do not.
Thank you for your incredible patience, everyone. You know, it is such an honor to be working with such dedicated individuals. And here's Sam with that coffee we all just love so much. I'm personally such a bear until I've had my coffee. Love that Java!
Why are you being weird?
Why, whatever do you mean? Here we are. One for you, and one for me.
Did you draw little raccoons on these?
They're badgers, and they're quite exquisite.
Of course there are. Don't be rude, Mickey.
Why did you draw badgers on these? Did you fill them with badger poison? I noticed no one saying no.
Mickey, sure it is a little aggressive to assume that Randall here is not acting in good faith.
They left with a bottle of poison, they came back with these cups, and now everyone is laughing maniacally. Is no one seeing this?
Mickey, accusing people of poisoning you can really ruin a friendship with a potential donor or political ally.
Well, I'm not gonna polite myself into a coma. Sorry.
Oh, wait, hold on one second.
Sam?
Sorry, I forgot about the something. Sorry.
Forgot about what?
Yeah, Sam, forgot about what?
Can everybody just get off my back?
No, especially not in this instance. I want to make sure that everyone got the correct cup of coffee they ordered.
That one had the better badger on it.
I'm not drinking this.
No, see, all the cups have badgers on them as a fun touch because we care.
See, Mickey, everyone is acting in good faith. If it makes you feel any better, you can switch with me.
No! No. Why don't we all just calm down and drink our lovely beverages?
How about you drink yours first?
Okay, let's see here. Sam, are you quite certain that everyone has the correct one?
Totally.
Is that a yes?
Yepperino.
Come on, I need you to say yes before I do this.
Yes or geez, whatever. Micromanage much?
Not whatever. I need some real confirmation here.
These absolutes. Yes. No. What do they really mean even?
They mean I need you to do something one time and tell me that you are absolutely certain that this is the correct cup of coffee.
I am absolutely certain.
To the health and safety of badgers everywhere, however many eyes they may or may not have.
That's just lovely. See, Mickey, trust. That's the beginning of a conversation.
I guess. Looks like it's gonna be a weird one, though.
Sam, what have you done?
You're the one who wanted me to do something, Sparky.
You.
Yes, me. I am absolutely certain that this
Regular milk!
I wanted to say it.
Go ahead.
Certain that this is regular milk. And for those of you who do not know, Sparky Randall is in fact lactose intolerant.
But why?
I insulted her constantly. That's probably it.
No, Sparky. It goes deeper, darker, more insidious. Everyone insults me. I'm useless. But you made me do things.
I'm almost afraid to ask. But what kind of things?
Terrible things! When the doorbell rang, I opened the door with my own hands. When we ran out of clicky pens, who had to get more? Me. And I, forgive me. I stapled things like someone whose uncle doesn't even matter. Like nepotism isn't even real.
Ew, gross. Nepotism is when you get things because of who you're related to.
Oh, okay. Wait, so you're just mad you had to do work?
But I had to have you do things, Sam. I had to prove my loyalty to J. Leslie Ellington to attain ultimate power. I was willing to poison them for it.
Wait, what? I hate to say I told you so, but I pretty much called it.
And now, never again will I not watch YouTube videos under your tyranny. In a few minutes, your tummy will become a nightmare, while your little birdies fly away unpoisoned to ruin your career. And my uncle, he's gonna stay important forever.
You monster!
Whoa. You really going to poison us?
Poison got me into this meeting. I figured poison could get me out.
I'm sorry, Mickey. I should have never dismissed you. I never thought that they would resort to poison.
Look, as much as I'd love to stay, I have to get to a very urgent meeting down the hall, so if you'll just excuse me for a second.
Just a second, my friend.
Geraldine?
I think it's time for a productive compromise, don't you?
Quit joking around. This is a real situation.
Oh, you can go, as long as you promise to never poison the badgers of the lake again.
Or I will drop this recording I'm making of this meeting and make it public that you tried to poison us.
Fine. Let's just chalk this up as a loss, okay? I've got to get out of here.
All right, score 1 for the Badgers. Plus, look who got off their high horse.
You know, I was getting a bit overly focused on my career when you reminded me why I got into politics in the first place. I wanted to get in the bushes and clean things up around here.
Maybe I ought to get out of the bushes and run for something.
Why don't you come by my office tomorrow? I'm sure we could really do a lot of great things together.
Don't talk like that in front of me. I find it very offensive.
What's offensive?
Doing things.
Enjoy doing nothing while you can. If you try to poison another person or woodland creature, you'll be hearing from us.
So you mean I had to answer the phone?
That would just be the beginning, Sam. There would be emails.
No!
Yeah, we're gonna schedule meetings every week.
You wouldn't!
Oh yes, I will fax you. I will send you a fax.
No!
Goodbye, Sam, for now.
I hate doing things!
You know, last time I was down by the pond, I thought there was something a little off about those badgers.
Don't you feel bad for those badgers. They got a generous settlement.
How ironic. In attempting to poison your enemies, you were brought low by your own lactose intolerance.
Yeah, definitely. So I've probably been punished enough, right?
I wouldn't go that far. But the fact remains that you couldn't have killed J. Leslie Arlington.
The defense rests!
I do think the Bar Association would be interested to hear about your activities today.
Way ahead of you, my friend. Already disbarred.
Didn't you get another license in Alabama?
Sure, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't count if you use a different name.
How about this, Sparky? I won't tip them off if you'd tell me about every interaction you had with Mr. Arlington leading up to his murder.
Okay. Okay, where to begin? I started working for old J. Leslie a couple years ago. And most of the lawyers he's hired open up the closet and take one look at the skeletons in there and head for the hills. Meanwhile, on the other hand, I'm a little bit more
of a criminal.
A little bit more understanding. That being said, the less I know about the really evil stuff, the less likely I have to flee the country. So I usually try and leave when he starts talking sinister plans.
See, I want to get the scoop on sinister plans, but no one ever tells me anything.
But the other day, old J. Leslie comes up to me and goes, "Sparky, how do you feel about crimes?" And I said, "Well, Mr. Arlington, that's not really the type of thing you can say around me without getting me implicated." And he said, of course. You know, I think of you as part of the family." I thought that was really nice and asked if he wanted a hug.
Aww.
But he said, "No, Sparky, I want to know what you think about our family getting into organized crime. We could do really well together and we could use you." I stuck my fingers in my ears and ran away yelling, "La la 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 la, I can't hear you." He just laughed like a hyena and said, "You'll see."
Not most subtle guy, was he?
No. Effective, though. Need anything else? Want me to ask about those hockey tickets?
Yes, please.
No, thank you. Stay close, Sparky.
So about those hockey tickets.
Do tell. Chef Franck, master chef of the Arlington estate and maker of the finest meal I've ever eaten.
I told you, Warwick. You can cut up hot dogs and put them in your mac and cheese yourself. It's incredibly easy.
But it tastes better when you make it.
You so Warwick, you simple soul.
I hope you have a simple answer as to where you were on the day of the murder.
I was out.
Out?
And about. Both, really. As in, where were you? Oh, out and about.
You seem a little jumpy, Franck.
Me? Jumpy? No. I'm as cool as a cucumber. A cucumber soaked in wine and served as a sandwich.
Isn't that a pickle?
I'm a chef. I know what a pickle is, detective. But have we considered what a pickle isn't?
You're stalling, Franck. Come on.
You know who loves stalls? Is horses. They also love carrots. So I made some of the polo ponies a carrot reduction with a light cream garnish for lunch yesterday. And it was, how you say, delicioso.
There's a lot bubbling under your lid, Franck. But the question is, what exactly was on the menu earlier today?
Pork chops?
Oui.
I was thinking some honey-glazed murder.
Enough. It was not murder. But it wasn't exactly kosher either.
Well, you better hope your story passes FDA inspection.
No! Sue, where has you been?
I had to finish prepping Sir Arlington's lunch. You know how he is.
Ah, yes, no crust and triangles only. Never mind that. Is this the case?
Of course it is. And why are you speaking in a German accent?
It's not German, it's French.
Sounds German, Frank.
Well, it's French, and call me Franck. I'm in disguise. They must not figure out who we are.
Not much of a disguise. We're dressed as chefs.
You're dressed as a chef. I am dressed as a French chef.
It's what you wear every day.
But it's French. You need an accent.
I am not doing an accent.
Is it in here?
Why would you want it in a briefcase?
Because Lou said to.
When are we meeting him?
Any minute now.
I told you, it's fine. The gemstones are in the mouth, just like you instructed.
I need to see her.
Her?
C'est magnifique!
Stop that!
We're going to be very rich, Sue.
Keep it up and we'll be very arrested. I still don't see why we would bring a fish down here.
It's called an alibi. to avoid suspicion. If we were to be searched by Arlington's guards, we come to the market down here all the time, and they'd be too dumb to search a fish.
I get that part, but why would we bring a fish down here? We don't sell fish, we buy fish. So why would anyone with half a brain not be confused why we're bringing fish out of the kitchen and back to the market?
Very simple. This is an extra fish. Arlington overordered. We don't need it. We're just bringing it back.
Frank, please don't screw this up. I'm not like you. I can't live my life this way. I'm a chef, not a thief. This con job is it for me, and then I'm out. With my share of the money, I can open my own restaurant and pretend this never happened.
So, I was like you once. Overcautious, overreacting, underdressed. Believe it or not, I was one of Arlington's most loyal servants. Until one day, he spit out a piece of my filet mignon into a $100 bill. I say to myself, that filet was cooked perfectly. And also, who uses a $100 bill as a napkin? The answer? A man without taste. This is not someone who deserves our loyalty or respect or fish. My talents are better served elsewhere. So from that day forward, I've been looking out for nombre un, moi. So you say you're not a thief. I say not yet. You and I, we are one and the same. We were born for this. Vive la revolution!
Please calm down.
I'm as calm as can be. Oh no!
You Frank Doughboy?
Frank Dubois.
What?
It's French.
I'm French.
Why?
Why? Why am I French? Because
he was born that way.
that is it, precisely.
You didn't sound French on the phone.
No? Well, you sounded like a man. Besides, I was sick that day. I had the flu. The French flu. Anyway, I am Frank, and this is Sue, and everything is going according to plan.
Except those aren't her real names.
They're not? Oh, I mean, of course not. It'd be foolish to use our real names. We're not idiots. Just like your real name is not Lou.
No, it is.
Oh, well, you came dressed in a disguise, so that's the same idea.
Disguise.
You're in a pirate disguise.
Pirate disguise.
He just means your eye patch and hook and fluffy shirt and everything. You're just missing a parrot.
I lost my hand and eye in a boating accident. It would have been a terrible day if I hadn't saved that seal pup.
How brave.
You don't like my shirt?
No, we do, really. It's lovely. Silk is silky, I'm sure.
Enough. You got the fish?
You have the money?
I still don't see why we are putting these things in briefcases.
You ask too many questions, Sue. If that's even your real name.
It's not.
I don't care about the fish, actually. You got the gemstones?
The exact ones. They're in the fish. That's how we snacks them out. Through the kitchen, in the fish.
It's actually very clever if you don't think about it.
Try not to. That's my cue.
Let's just make the exchange.
Fine with me. You two are the most suspicious people I've ever met. And your French accent sounds German.
Well, at least we're not dressed as pirates.
I don't care what you think of my shirt. Next horn blast, and I'll be on my ship, and we'll never have to see each other again.
Give her the case.
She should give me the case.
Do it at the same time.
Just give it.
I don't know where to...
Take hers first.
We should do it at the same time.
That's unnecessary.
Should I...
Hang it on her hook.
Is that insulting?
Just do it.
Give it.
Fine.
Have a nice life, you weirdos.
What an odd person.
Can you please stop doing the accent now?
Yeah, I guess.
Frank?
Yeah?
We did it. We're rich.
We actually pulled it off, didn't we? Who are we? We are chefs. What would you like? This or that? Salt and pepper, 400 degrees. Excuse me, ma'am, your order's here. Bon appetit!
I'm gonna quit. Can I quit?
We can both quit.
Fine, then I quit.
We should probably leave town.
Not on that boat.
So long, Lou, and good riddance.
Finally, I'll be my own head chef and never have to work for some bumbling moron ever again.
What's that supposed to mean?
I want to count the money. Can I count the money?
We can bathe in the money.
Is there that much?
See for yourself.
Frank?
Is it a beautiful sight?
Not exactly.
It's a fish.
It's a fish.
She took the wrong case.
No, she didn't. This isn't the same fish. It's a haddock.
Let me see that. There's no gemstones in here. This isn't the same fish. It's a haddock. She gave us a briefcase with a different fish instead of money. This is the oldest trick in the book. We've been swindled.
I believe you successfully summarized the events. Why didn't you check the case before she left?
Why didn't you?
I should have never trusted a pirate.
Good rule of thumb. I can't believe this. It was a perfect plan, too.
Yes, it was very clever. Except for the last part. How did she know to bring a fish? And how did she know we weren't going to check the briefcase?
Don't overthink it. C'est la vie. Was my accent believable?
Definitely. Very French.
Thank you.
Chef, think I can have my job back?
Get the haddock. At least we know what's for dinner.
So, your alibi is a botched jewel theft.
Well, I would argue that it was a successful jewel theft. Perhaps an unsuccessful jewel sale, but the theft part went pretty well. And as you can see, I couldn't have committed the murder.
Because you're busy stealing diamonds. That's some alibi.
Well, didn't I kind of not steal the diamonds? Because the tables were turned and I didn't make any money.
No, that's not how any of this works at all.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. If you steal something and don't make any money, that's double indemnity.
That is not what double indemnity is.
What does it matter? Frank, I'm frankly very hurt that you would pull off a diamond heist and not even invite me.
Warwick, this guy's in huge trouble, and it didn't even work.
I just like to be included.
I'm sorry, Vorvik. I think it's just you're so good at karaoke. You have a bright future. You have people's respect. I thought you didn't need it.
Well, I suppose that's understandable. You have conducted yourself in a manner unworthy of your mac and cheese. But I accept your apology.
Still friends?
Always my French friend. Do you need a character witness for a trial?
They can't have a trial. It's double indemnity.
No, it isn't! But maybe, just maybe, we can keep this under wraps. If you tell me everything Mr. Ellington said to you leading up to his murder.
There was a strange conversation with him I had one night when he came down to the kitchen for a midnight snack. I was still preparing breakfast for the next day, and he said to me, "Frank, you're hiding something." And I said, "Surely not some muffins and silverware under my hat. That would be wrong." And then he said, "What?" And I said, "Nothing."
I feel like I'm watching tennis here.
And then he said, "What if I were to cook up something of my own? A criminal organization, for example? You could be the key ingredient." And I said, "I do not understand you. I am French." And then he said, "Sure you are, Frank. Sure you are. Keep those knives sharp." It was very strange.
Thank you, Frank. Please join the others outside. I have a feeling it won't be long before things boil over.
Au revoir.
Professor Vivian Strict, scholar and prominent anti-Arlington critic.
Let me show you my credentials so we can clear this up quickly, Detective. One look at my publications and my many degrees will show you that I am not some kind of criminal.
The only degrees I'm interested in are murder, in the first or second.
I'm a scholar, not a killer. Diplomas on my walls, jackets with elbow patches on them.
And a long-standing feud with one J. Leslie Arlington.
But Detective, I have reasons for wanting him alive. Most of my intellectual pursuits are not very commercial, but everybody likes reading about rich weirdos.
Ooh, like that one in Times Magazine section about how Arlington would get his blood replaced before his hunting trips to throw the elephants off his scent.
My work! I didn't know you read my work.
I had a lot of people asking me if it was real. It was very exciting. Same with the one about each of his cats having their own boat.
Wait, I think I remember that one.
Let me tell you, cleaning them after a voyage is no picnic.
In that same article, there was something about how he would invite over whoever won the Grammy that year and make them fight him with a sword.
Is that real?
Warwick, you live here.
I don't see everything. It's not that big of a jump.
You see, Detective, people don't get this excited when I write about Plato. I despise J. Leslie Arlington, but despising him pays my bills. Therefore, I didn't kill him.
So I have one question for you then, Professor Strict. Why won't you simply tell us where you were earlier today?
I can't. It would ruin everything. You know, silence, as Plato once said, is better than most
I'm giving your story a B- right now, Professor, but you can make it an A.
All right. I'll give you my alibi, but I hope I'm being graded on a curve. Hey, neighbor!
Vivian, hey. Oh, you know what? I got your newsletter about your new book. Congrats.
Oh, what? You saw that? I didn't even realize I had you on the mailing list. How embarrassing. I mostly just send that to fellow scholars, scribes, colleagues of the written world, if you will. But thank you. Did you buy it? Did you read it? Did you like it?
Not yet. It's about how you don't watch TV, right?
It's about how the advent of television has led to the rapid degeneration of our ability to communicate face-to-face as humans, which has led to the decomposition of our society throughout the modern era. I mean, was that not clear from the newsletter?
Wait, how does growth decompose?
How indeed. So listen, I grabbed your mail for you.
Again? Thanks.
Marina D. Restland. What's the D stand for?
Distanto.
Wow, that's beautiful. Is that your mother's maiden name?
No, actually, it's...
Oh, well, wow, what a specimen. What's this cutie's name?
That's Hermes.
Huh?
Like the designer. Scarves, Hermes. Well, it's spelled Hermes, so...
Oh, Hermes, like the Greek god. I believe that's pronounced Hermes, my dear.
Well, no, in this case, it's Hermes.
Whatever you say, Marina de Santo Westerland, are you sure that's not your mother's maiden name?
Can I have my mail?
Of course. Might I use the restroom before I go?
Sure, yeah. I'm just going to turn on the TV. There's a show I'm trying not to miss. Arlington's Answer? Well, it's the show where people compete to try to get this millionaire to fund their business. But if they win, they only get to keep the money if they get engaged to one of their fellow contestants.
Well, they actually just have to propose. The person doesn't have to actually say yes. I mean, so I've heard.
Okay, well, it's on, so...
Yes, it's 9:01. They might even be done with the recap by now. Not that I would. Turn on your show. I won't judge.
Okay.
TV's bad for you, though.
Uh-huh.
Rots your brain, makes you antisocial. Anyway, free country. Carry on.
I will. Thanks.
And I will go to the restroom. See you soon.
Okay.
Tonight on Arlington's Answer, will Michael be invited into the sauna? Will Sheila cut the muster?
Ugh, it's pass muster or cut the mustard. They're two different phrases. This host is always swapping colloquialism like that, imbecile. Not that I've seen this. Sorry, bathroom?
It's down the hall.
Right.
You've all fought so long to be here, but tonight, only one of you will be chosen to win it all.
What are you doing?
Huh? I think I dropped my cufflink. I mean contact. I mean pen. I think I've done a lot of stuff back here. You're missing the show.
Vivian, it seems like you're trying to watch this show.
I don't watch TV. I haven't written books about I don't watch TV. Especially not Arlington's Answers on CCB at 9 p.m. I mean, I'm a professor. Me watch TV?
Sorry, didn't mean to offend you.
You can hit play again while I search. It's a free country after all.
Okay, but no offense. You're being really weird.
I'm not the grown woman with a pet snail.
He's a hermit crab. Okay, Vivian, I really want to watch this, and you're kind of distracting me. So can you just find your whatever it is and go use the bathroom at your own house, next door, literally 6 feet away?
Of course. Let me just shed some light on the situation. Oh, there it is. I'll get out of your hair. Have fun watching your trash. Arrivederci, neighbor.
Bye. Oh, she's such a freak.
What? Did you say something?
No, it must have been the TV.
Oh, what did it say?
Never mind. I don't care.
Winning this would change my life. This is all I've wanted for so long. It's like, what will I do if I finally get to enter the idea igloo with Arlington and Chadwick? What will my life be then?
What are you doing? Oh, you can hear me. I'm talking loud. What are you doing? Oh, what do you think I'm saying? Really, Professor, context clues. Vivian, get back in here.
Hey, what's crackin'?
Seriously, watch your own TV, Vivian.
I don't have one.
Get one.
I can't. Do you know what people would say if they saw a TV getting delivered to Professor Vivian Strict, author of Social Gingivitis, televised decay?
I really don't think that anyone would care.
I never meant for this to happen.
Huh?
It all started with that stupid window. You never used to have a curtain on it.
What?
And one night, as I was walking in the expansive nature...
We live in a cul-de-sac.
Through your window, I saw him. Arlington. Even without sound, I became hooked on the drama. I began to do my research. I talked to you when I got your mail the first time.
Oh yeah, that was weird. You asked me where I went to elementary school. Oh my gosh. You're the one who hacked my Vulu account.
Your security questions were weak.
You're the reason I had to change my password. Get an account of your own. No one would know.
Do you know how many academic rivals are just waiting for me to screw up by making a Vulu account in my name? Several!
That's not my problem. This ends now. No more Vulu, no more window, and no more taking my mail.
Oh, Marina, I didn't want to have to do this.
Do what? What are you doing? Stop! This is kidnapping.
I have to watch the show tonight. It's supposed to be an incredible season finale.
This is insane.
That was the way Sheila's been treated this season.
Oh my gosh, I know. Hey, let me go.
I can't risk it. Sorry.
Hot tomatoes now on the quarter menu at Riley's. As good as a tomato, but better, 'cause it's fried.
Ugh. Can I fast forward through this?
This is illegal.
Do you want to watch the episode or not?
Fine. You're pressing the wrong arrow.
Which one do I press?
Let me tap it with my nose.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Untie me?
Not now. Shh.
Michael, tell me, why do you deserve to enter the idea igloo with your beloved and earn $1 million?
He doesn't!
Can I have some of my popcorn?
Sure.
Thanks.
I believe I deserve to enter the igloo because I've been a true friend to Sheila, and I believe in myself and my major skills. So yeah, pretty much gonna crush this final task.
Ugh, Michael is the worst.
I know, right? Hey, Vivian. I won't tell your secret.
Really?
Well, it's kind of nice being able to watch this with a person, and not like a fashionable hermit crab.
Thanks, and I'm sorry about all this, specifically the kidnapping and trespassing and mail fraud and identity theft.
Well, I forgive you. We've all done those things at one time or another.
Thanks for your understanding.
The person who will not be joining Sheila in the Synergy Sauna today is Michael.
Yes! Oh. So you see, I couldn't have committed the murder.
Because you were committing a kidnapping.
And watching the very show that I built my reputation on criticizing.
Yeah, but only one of those things is a felony.
Side note, did you see last week when Vanessa M. called Annabelle a liar?
I know, but I thought her strategy was actually really smart.
I just don't think you can blow up an alliance like that.
She's playing the game, Warwick. Enough!
I haven't caught up from last season. Can we not do spoilers, please?
Sorry.
I'll text you later.
Please don't tell anyone about this, detective. I cannot have reality TV watcher and kidnapper among my credentials. I'll be ruined.
I think we can find a way to keep this quiet. An extra credit assignment, if you will. Tell me anything strange J. Leslie Arlington did leading up to his death.
I'm afraid I wasn't entirely honest with you earlier, detective. I wasn't covering this party as a reporter. J. Leslie Arlington invited me here.
Ooh, if you run a show, we go to commercial right now.
But why would he invite you? You must be a thorn in his side.
I don't know, but he kept saying strange things like it would be a crime not to invite you, and keep your friends close and your enemies so close they're practically family. He laughed for a full 3 minutes after that one.
Good one, sir.
I see.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I accepted the invitation. I hoped when I saw him in person, he might have said his catchphrase. That would have been so cool.
It would be cool, but things are heating up for my investigation, Professor Strict. Please join us outside.
Edmund Ridinghorn III, rival eccentric billionaire and nemesis.
Greatest nemesis.
Greatest nemesis of the late J. Leslie Arlington.
Are you reading that off of a piece of paper?
The gentleman requested I read it, ma'am.
I just like to have everything in order, as I am here to confess.
Okay.
Okay.
You just seem very eager. You're trying really hard. I'm suspicious.
Well, I'm just a hardened criminal and murderer, and I have no regrets, and that's the whole story.
See, that makes me feel like there's more to the story.
Well, that's unfortunate, because there isn't.
I suppose we should have talked to this guy first.
What fun is that?
Do you not think me evil enough? Not capable enough billionaire for you? I'll have you know, I wiped out 3 rainforests this morning to make room for a golf course.
Mr. Arlington did that once, except there was a center for troubled teens in the rainforest. They tried to raise enough money through dance, but it wasn't quite enough.
Even in death, he has to one-up me every time. I hate him so much!
No. You know what, Mr. Ridinghorn? I actually think you're better than him.
I am. I'm superior in every way.
He had one fatal flaw. He was a liar, totally incapable of telling the truth.
What a fool.
So if someone were really better than him, they would tell me the whole truth of where they were earlier today without leaving anything out.
Absolutely. I can do exactly that. Look at me now, J. Leslie.
Yeah, you show him.
Okay, it all started when...
If I may say so, sir, you're looking very dapper today.
Well, it's a very important day, Nesbit. Do you know why?
It's the day you'll finally...
The day I will finally kill my rival.
Ah, yes, sir. Sir?
I've wanted to kill J. Leslie Arlington ever since I first became his rival.
Very good. Sir?
Year was 1963. Arlington and I were school chums in Richmond Prep.
But sir?
Don't interrupt me again, Nesbit. It was the night of our winter formal, the rich man's money ball. And Arlington betrayed me. He wore the same suit I was planning to wear. It was so embarrassing. The magazine Wealthy People did a Who Wore It Better poll, and I lost. Even though I wore it better. And I know I wore it better. You'll pay for this, Arlington.
I'm sure you look better in your suit, sir.
Of course I did.
But, sir...
But that all ends today, when I murder him in cold blood.
Ah, yes, but, sir, I couldn't help but notice the mole on the back of your neck. It seems to be getting bigger.
How can you speak to me of moles on such a momentous day, Nesbit?
I'm very sorry, sir, but I don't think she'd let a mole like that go unchecked.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Today I murder my rival. I can take care of it tomorrow.
Sir, I am not sure it can wait that long. I'm very worried about you. I may just be a butler, but I have feelings too. I worry.
Don't interrupt me again. Well, I'm on my way.
Promise me you'll see a doctor.
No time. I'll have to meet my arms dealer. The eagle flies at daybreak.
I told you, I'm not doing that stupid code. Do you want to buy the gun or not?
How can I trust you if you don't say the code?
Fine. Eagles are cool. Happy?
Yes. Now, this is a very finicky, antique pistol.
Good, because I'm not murdering just anyone. I'm murdering the man who's been my rival these 50-some-odd years. I need a statement pistol.
Are you sure you don't want a more practical gun? I have many. It's very easy to sell guns in your country.
No! I want this gun!
Fine, you brought the cash.
Here you are.
Holy moly, what is that on your neck?
Nothing. I wish everyone would stop talking about it. I have my weapon, and I'm off to murder my rival.
What did he do to you anyway?
He wore the same suit as me.
What?
But that all ends tonight, when I murder him, making me the winner of our decades-long duel. I am the greatest of all time. I am the Burr.
You want to be the Burr? That's insane.
Burr won the duel, didn't he? And I believe history will see him as the winner just as soon as my original musical, Burr, ever makes it to theaters.
Whatever makes you happy, man.
It's for all the people who saw Hamilton and hated it.
That's no one. That really does not look right, man. You need to see a doctor, man. I mean it.
Can't today. Gotta kill my rival. Now off to my getaway driver. The eagle flies at daybreak.
Eagles are cool. Yes. All right. I'll drop you off at the east entrance and pick you up at the west. We've only got 10 minutes to get there, so we have to go fast. You're about to find out why I'm the best driver there is.
What?
Whoa. I'm sorry, but you have something on your neck that looks very serious. Yikes.
I wish everyone would stop talking about my neck mole.
My cousin is a nurse at a dermatologist's office, and he told me to never let moles go unchecked, especially once they start getting bigger or changing color.
Well, mine's not changing color.
It's changed color twice since I've been standing here. Right now, it's a very pale green.
green. I'll admit that doesn't sound
Honestly,
good.
would you mind if I took a picture? That's exactly the color I want to paint my bathroom.
Fine, whatever. Just hurry, please. Wait, what am I doing? No! Are you gonna be my getaway driver or not?
Yeah, I'll do it. But first, I think I should drive you to the doctor. I won't even charge you. I just want you to get this checked out.
Can't it wait till after I kill the man who wore the same Brooks Brothers double-breasted Navy suit that I already told him that I was planning to wear? Who then proceeded to wear the same red paisley tie as if to spite me?
No.
Oh. Well, where's the car?
This way.
Great.
I've never seen anything like this in all my years of doctoring.
Well, just please be quick. I really must be on my way. I have to kill my rival before his evening soiree so I can, kill him.
Yes, take a deep breath. Whoa!
Ew!
Did you see that?
It just moved!
But please stop. I can't see what you're talking about.
Your mole appears to be changing very rapidly. There's a medical term for this type of mole. It's called very gross.
I'm not a doctor, but I agree it's very gross.
I'm afraid I'll need to remove it now.
Now? But I have to.
Murder your rival in cold blood. Yes, I know, you said, but this is medically necessary. You have a very, very yucky and gross mole on your neck, and it moves when you breathe in and out.
Okay. Whatever. Just get on with it. Hurry.
And I'm not a doctor, but there's some kind of ooze seeping out of it, and that does not seem good.
Hey, that's a good diagnosis. Maybe you should be a doctor.
Well, get fixing it already. If it's oozing, go. Now.
Nurse, bring the extra large scalpel and please also some saltine crackers.
What?
I'm feeling very nauseated at the sight of this yucky mole. This is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I'm giving you a shot of Novocaine to numb the area and mercy me!
What?
It broke the syringe!
What?
It's getting stronger! Code scary mole. Code scary mole.
That's not a code.
Neither is the eagle flies at daybreak, if you ask me.
Oh, hurt.
Listen, everyone. This mole needs to be removed immediately. But I want you all to take a good, long look, because you may never see a mole this strange and disgusting again.
Please hurry. I must really be on my way.
I know I'm just an intern, but I'd like to share that this is far more disgusting than anything I've ever read about in textbooks. And I'd like to thank you, because this is why I'm going into medicine, to help people with really, really gross things on their bodies.
That's a beautiful sentiment. Come a little closer and get a good view.
Can I poke it with a tongue depressor?
No.
Absolutely.
What?
Would everyone like to do that?
No. Ow. I don't believe this is medically... Ow! What's your poke in there? I don't believe this is medically necessary.
Well, it isn't. But it's one of the perks of being a doctor.
Now that's a lot of ooze.
This would be a good shade for my foyer!
Is it just me, or does this smell also smell terrible?
Very good. Can you identify the scent?
Cabbage.
Feet?
Boogers.
Porta potties?
Pit of despair! That's right! It was the pit of despair.
That's coming from me?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Tracy O'Billman, New England Journal of Medicine. We heard about this mole, and we'd like to document it for science. Can I take a few photos?
No!
Absolutely.
What?
Go right ahead.
Enough! This is already going far too long. I have to murder my rival today. It's the 57th anniversary of the day he stole my Luke.
Well, you really shouldn't be doing any murdering for 48 hours after your surgery. You really should rest.
I'll rest when J. Leslie Arlington is dead.
J. Leslie Arlington, didn't you hear? He died 10 minutes ago.
What? No, that can't be right. He's having a party tonight.
TMZ's reporting it and they're never wrong.
TMZ? Never heard of it.
It's true. He was found dead in his home. Here's a picture.
No. No! No! He should have been mine! Mine! Wait. He's wearing my same suit. So, unfortunately, I was unable to commit the murder, even though I really, really wanted to.
Because everybody was so fascinated by your mole, you never got there?
Yes. Just like J. Leslie to stick it to me again by getting murdered by another nemesis. Why can't I beat him just once?
If it's any consolation, I know Mr. Arlington had some weird moles, but nothing that could compete with what you're describing. So that's something, right?
I guess. Are you sure we can't just tell everyone I'm the murderer?
And let the real culprit go free? I'm afraid not. I, Detective Casey Neptune, am here to solve the case.
Oh, come on. I have a briefcase full of money in my car.
And I, Warwick, am willing to negotiate.
All we will accept is a briefcase full of truth. Tell us about any strange interaction you had with Arlington leading up to his murder.
And you promise not to tell anyone about the mole?
You have my word.
I would give you a briefcase of money if I never had to hear the word mole again.
Okay. Well, my favorite person wanted me to come over and talk things over about a merger between our two family businesses.
And by family, you mean?
Crime family.
Okay. And by business, you mean?
Oh, crimes.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And at first I thought he was taunting me because, you know, nemesis. But he wouldn't let me hang up the phone until I agreed to come.
And you didn't think it was a trap?
Oh, my dear, I was hoping it was a trap. Because then I'd have an excuse to duel him. You must see this was very disappointing for me.
One might say you were hoping to make a mountain out of a molehill. Warwick, did that work or no?
No.
Honestly, it wasn't my favorite of your wordplay, Detective.
I'll admit, it was a reach.
But it won't be long before you reach a conclusion.
Nice! High five, Warwick!
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Great.
Warwick, I've seen enough, heard all the evidence, witnessed every alibi. Please bring all the suspects to me. I'll be waiting in the parlor.
This is so exciting. Detective, they want to know why you don't come out there and tell everyone who the murderer is.
Amateurs. Warwick, go out there and sing, why don't you?
Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where is my hairbrush?
Thank you, Warwick. Can we get a round of applause for Warwick, please?
Tell us who the murderer is.
I don't see why we can't do both.
Thank you, thank you. It's all for the fans.
Now, to business. Each one of you arrived here today and found that your host had mysteriously been murdered, and each of you refused to provide an alibi until I, Detective Casey Neptune, unraveled each web of lies, because each of your alibis was itself a crime.
Hey, I thought we agreed we weren't gonna talk about that.
Oh, right, yes. So it turns out each of you are criminals in your own right.
Come on, you said you'd keep our information quiet in exchange for things about Arlington.
Right, but I have to go over everything everyone said in the monologue. It's how I solve my cases. It's an important part of my process.
Just get on with it. I want to go home.
I won't tell anyone your alibi if you won't tell anyone mine.
I don't know about this.
Let's go.
I really should have thought this through. Huh.
May I make a suggestion? Everyone raise your hand if you swear the next 10 minutes to secrecy.
Great! Let's get cracking and we'll all be out of here before long. Clyde Bartlett, earlier today, attempted to literally steal candy from an actual baby.
The minor in question was extremely tricky.
But he didn't want his lack of success to hurt his reputation as a professional thief.
I guess I need to think of another alias.
Sparky Randall, Mr. Arlington's lawyer, was attempting to eliminate some threats and...
I don't know who this is. I don't know anything she's talking about. I'm innocent.
We already have all your evidence.
Yeah, I guess. Go ahead.
Sparky tried to take out a pair of environmental activists with badger poison, only to find her own Achilles heel turned against her. Lactose.
I'm thinking of suing cows in general. All cows.
You sue them, and I'll cook them.
Frank, the head chef at the Arlington mansion, attempted to settle the score by selling stolen diamonds.
Do you know how many diamonds this man has? He would just sprinkle them on his popcorn.
But when his fish smuggling scheme was turned against him, he fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
The good news is, I have some fantastic haddock for tomorrow.
Professor Vivian Strict, prominent critic of Arlington, kidnapped her neighbor in order to conceal her secret passion for his trashy reality TV series.
It was the season finale. Everybody was going to be talking about it.
And if any of you spoil it for me, I swear...
I wasn't going to. I'm not a monster.
And finally, Edmund Ridinghorn III, Arlington's self-proclaimed nemesis and would-be murderer.
No, come on. Can't we tell everyone that it was me?
But his plans were so derailed by an embarrassing mole, he never arrived to commit the murder at all.
Guess not. I really would have done it for the record.
So, the only one who remains is me.
But why?
Oh, I don't know, but I have to have done it, right?
You mean you don't remember committing the murder?
No, but there are ways around that. Could I have some sort of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde alter ego situation, maybe?
No, you're just guessing now.
Oh, wait, evil twin. Could I have an evil twin? I've got it. Warwick, do you have an evil twin?
There might be one other explanation. I was never dead.
J. Leslie Arlington?
Happy birthday to me.
But it's impossible.
You told us he was dead when we arrived.
I got a phone call. Get down here. J. Leslie Arlington's dead in his study.
That was me, doing an accent.
You didn't go in there to check?
You didn't look for clues or take a pulse or anything?
Okay. So the first thing you guys need to understand is that dead bodies are gross. I'm more of a keen insights kind of detective, getting everybody together in a drawing room kind of detective.
Exactly the kind of detective I needed for my plan.
What plan?
Yeah, what plan? Why'd you bring us here, Arlington? This is ridiculous.
To join me in creating a new, powerful syndicate known as the Arlington Crime.
Is that all you ever talked about?
I told you no.
But that was plan A. After hearing all of your alibis, I've come to realize you're all horrible at committing crimes.
Hey!
He's not wrong.
I just didn't want to admit it.
Therefore, I am moving on to plan B.
Plan B?
What's plan B?
Every Friday nights, you will all join me here at my mansion for family game night.
What? This is utterly ridiculous. I will not participate.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm not spending every Friday night here playing stupid games.
They're not stupid. They're delightful. And if you do not join me, I will reveal your alibis, your deepest, darkest secrets to the world.
But keeping an open mind is very important.
Never say never, you know.
There's definitely a discussion to be had.
Can I play?
But I said everyone raise your hand if you swear the next 10 minutes to secrecy.
And I did not raise my hand.
All right, that's fair.
I still don't get it. Why did you want to start a crime family in the first place?
It's just that nobody ever wants to spend time with me.
Actually, we all just tried to come to your birthday party tonight.
I bought you a beautiful sweater.
And to be fair, you are a little bit annoying.
Yeah, and you faked your own death.
I mean, spending time together doing crimes. I asked each of you if you're interested, and nobody was ready to get on board. Do you realize now? It's all for the better, considering how horrible you're all
We
at.
know! You don't have to keep saying it!
But what about me? To be honest, I'm feeling a little left out.
On the contrary, you were so involved with everything going on around me. I had to make sure you're drawn in somehow.
The 2-for-1 special at the karaoke place.
That was me. I printed a coupon specifically for you.
Really? For me?
Yes. You always record yourself singing at the karaoke place. You show everyone constantly. Your alibi would have been perfect proof. Then you'd be the obvious assist the detective and hear every single one of the suspect's secrets and deliver them to me.
I did?
See, just now. Warwick, you were a very important part of my plan, whether you knew it or not.
It's a true honor. Thank you, sir.
What about me? Detective Casey Neptune.
No, you cannot play.
Fine. I'll just be taking my findings to the police then.
Do something good. Fine. You can stay.
I love bird games.
Shall we retire to the drawing room? I have several board games that are bringing me decades to be played.
What should we start with? Monopoly?
No, that takes too long.
Risk? Too complicated.
I know. Clue.
No!
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.